All right, Michelle, you are the first
Oh no.
equilateral, first, I guess it's a rectangle. It's definitely a rectangle. But
All right. So, um, um, what's the latest? I did some work on the three-part state some more, and there is some more work to be done because JavaScript on DocAssembly is fragile, and so we will continue doing it anyway. So that's the plan. Um, uh, and that's fine. We're going to make it more accessible, which I think is super important. I really wish we could change how custom data types work, but that probably won't happen for a while. Also worked on other stuff. Um, there's a couple bugs in the new DA install action, just on the file management side of things that I need to work out. There was a docassemble bug where a lot of projects were being pinged. So I suspect if you have a lot of projects, possibly that use the same file name, but possibly just if you have a lot of projects in your playground, then you may start getting a lot of projects like 40 or 50 or something. You might start getting a lot of logs, like your logs might just be overrun whenever you install a project, I think, or whenever you visit a URL of an interview, if
and
my
now,
hypothesis is correct.
now say I have a mental image of a bunch of logs having been cut on in the forest and then put down the river, and then just a literal log jam.
Yeah, they've stopped up the river. That's exactly it. Um, well, it's close. Um, then so there's a couple other things I want to change about. I've had a conundrum about some step sentences. I think I've come to a conclusion. I'd love a second opinion on them, but that's fine if we don't have time because I understand that's not a huge priority here. And there are I have a few deep dive issues for ALKiln that I would like to cover sometime.
All
I'm
right.
trying to think. Other than that, I've been working on other things, but
All
um,
right.
and the AL like itemized job thing needs some testing, and there's apparently more user testing that Caroline wants to do, but it looks to me like people are a bit stalled on it. So um, I won't be able to do much until I understand. I've made modifications, but I need to understand how people are going to use it and what they run into when they try and use it. So I'm a bit stuck on that. No. All right, that's it.
All right. Quentin, I don't know how well your environment allows for audio, but it's your turn.
I'll give it a try. Let me know if I'm too quiet or too much noise in the background. But um, I just have been working on kind of integrating all of the stuff that we've been doing for our paper into the Weaver and seeing how far I can get with that. So I updated the docx code into Form Fixer, and I put a way into the Weaver to let you upload a JSON that represents the interview structure. So you can get that from ChatGPT, or interactively, or using the API some other way, and then send it to it. And actually, I think I'm pretty close to being able to say, here's the text of a docx of a docx template, at least, because I know that one.
Hmm.
It's easy to figure out where the context is for the fields. They can look at some of the stuff in your notebook, David, and Feels like I might be able to finish that before Monday, that we could actually get it to like upload a docx file, make an interview from the docx file.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it feels like that's doable. But I realized what I should have been doing is working on our presentation, which I've not started. So I probably should shift to that the rest of the time when I'm sitting down.
Yeah. And that makes a certain amount of sense. All right.
And I don't want to. Yeah, I'll share links to it. I mean, it's been a really late time. But
Yeah. And then
contribute to the slides.
Bryce and I had just had talked on Wednesday, and we just wanted to make sure that that we had gotten the scheduling correct, which was that. So you're the first, or well, we're up first in that session, and then there's it seems like there's a discussion, questions and stuff at the end of like that block. It's
like
the
a
assumption,
little mini panel. That was the
Yeah.
structure.
So
yeah.
So what you'll sort of present, some other people will present, and then there'll be a discussion, and that would be the part that we would expect to be ready to answer questions and stuff at.
We could, I believe we can get questions. I will try to build in time for questions after we present our paper too.
In the
So it'll be kind of a
presentation.
second block.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 times.
The second time will be a chance to talk to each other a little bit.
Broader discussion. Got ya. Okay. We just wanted to know when we needed to have our microphones ready to be hot. So
it should be interesting. I don't know if we've put up all of the papers, but there were some really, really interesting papers that I saw. Like there's the one that was blowing my mind was all of the different ways that judges are using ChatGPT in South America. Yeah.
Yeah. Blowing your mind in good and bad ways.
That was a bad way.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I don't think I have. Oh, Michelle wants to know if there's links to the papers and stuff. The online workshop is free, but I don't know if registration is still open.
I can share.
I thought they only recorded one per day or something.
This is ITC we're talking about.
That was ITC. This is
that you're
a different
talking about, rather.
Yeah.
Sorry. This is a workshop on Monday, which is
here. Here, I'm gonna drop I think.
Where do you all keep up on these
Well, Quentin's doing this one here. He's helping run this one. I just dropped a link in there with the stuff, and it still has a registration link, so it looks like that might still be a possibility.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, that's best, Michelle. If you can register for if you get through the registration page, there's a way to register for just the workshop, which is free. If it's remote space.
Now when you get all the way through, it says registration for this event is closed.
That happened earlier too.
No.
So I'm happy to share out the Zoom link.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, that would sometimes Zoom links
should not be a cap on registration.
Sometimes Zoom links are person specific. Like one time
they provided one that's not person specific.
Not in this case.
Oh, okay.
This is not like the webinar mode. It's just a regular Zoom, I believe.
That would be great then.
So we'll put that in Teams.
Yeah, thank you.
You have that too, David? I couldn't remember if it was.
I do have that. I do have it. We got the PDF. I will share that out.
Awesome.
All right.
And
I
maybe
can't remember if we were still on your turn, Quentin.
Maybe if you have links to papers, that would be. Anyway, all right. Sorry. Keep going.
At some point, all of the papers will be up on the website, and I will share it when that's the case. I think people can still make changes today or something, and I don't know if Margaret is doing all the work honestly for this, but I don't know when she'll get to making the website. That
link I provided in the chat here.
That's where it'll
be
be
the one where they will include the papers when they arrive.
Okay.
or at least we'll point you to that. All right, Quentin has muted the universal sign of done, followed up by the thumbs up. I don't think I have much to add. Just been doing a lot of paperwork and emails and talking with students this week as their final projects are due today. And I know a majority of them have turned in. Ooh, I just went to check. I'm only, I'm, I might have everyone. So that's exciting. I just looked over there. I have a couple of extensions. So I think I have everyone that should be doing today. So that's my exciting, that's my next week. Yeah, that's all I got. Anything else for the stand up? If not, then I'm going to go ahead and